In this video, I'm going to show how to use the ascendant movement of ascendant longitude as a timing tool. I'm just going to use this low here from last night at 12:36 a.m. I'm going to set that as the anchor point. The ascendant was at 17 degrees and 6 minutes of Cancer, as you can see in the note that I have here. Ascendant at 17:06 Cancer. I'm just going to take two simple projections. I'm just going to use a 60 degree and a 90 degree projection. The 60 degrees will roll forward to when the ascendant hits 17 degrees 10 minutes Virgo. I'm 4 minutes off of that. That's just a negligible amount of time. I'm just doing that to keep the numbers even on the 4-minute chart. And then I'm going to go 90 degrees, and that's going to take me to 17 degrees and 5 minutes of Libra. Those projections come in at 5:40 and at 8:11 a.m. And you can see the anchor point here. The first projection in Virgo points to this high here. That's the 60 degree projection. Then the 90 degree projection points to 8:11 a.m., which is this low right here on the 812 bar. Now I'm going to bring in the Astro software and roll through the chart wheel to show what this looks like. I use Star Tracks Deluxe. You can use whatever you want. I just prefer this particular program. I've used it for a long time. You can also do this with an online ephemeris. All right, here's the chart wheel. You can see I'm set for the New York Stock Exchange. Location, the date, September 23rd, and the time, 0:36 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And you can see the ascendant here. The first house cusp is at 17 degrees, 6 minutes of Cancer. Now I have this timer tool. I'm going to just set it and move it at 4 minutes per click. So I'm going to roll this forward 60 degrees. So I'm going to move 2 signs forward. I'm going to go from 17:06 Cancer to 17:06 Virgo. So I'm clicking forward. I'm just holding the button down. You can see I just entered into Leo. Now we're going to run all the way through Leo. And we're going to go close to 17:06 of Virgo here. So there I've clicked to 17:10. So that's my 60 degree mark. You can see the time here is 5:40 a.m. So it took just over 5 hours to move that 60 degrees. This is why it's important to use the ascendant and not just use the 4-minute bar and count the bars. The ascendant on average moves about 4 minutes a day, but with the variation in the width of the houses based on the angle and tilt, you are dealing with an oblong type of zodiac, and the houses can be bigger or smaller in their width. Now I'll show the actual time counts instead. If you just assume that an hour was 15 4-minute bars, and to go through 12 signs in 24 hours takes 2 hours, you'd be assuming 34-minute bars per sign, and it doesn't work like that with the ascendant in the zodiac. Now let's click it forward into the Libra point at 17 degrees. Okay, there I'm at 17:17. That's roughly at 8:12. The little bit of a difference in the minutes here is it's less than a minute in time, and on the 4-minute chart it's not going to make any difference. So that's how I do this with the zodiac wheel. I'm going to go back to the chart now. Now I'm back to the chart. Here are the two projections again. We hit the high with the first projection and this low with the second. You can see I left the wheel at 1717, and in my note I put 1705 was at 811. That's a more precise measurement, but to go from 1705 to 1717 only takes another minute. So I'm at the low of the 812 bar on the 4-minute chart. Now I'm going to bring in some bar counter arrows and show what this would look like if you just projected using the 4-minute bars, assuming a 60 and 90 degree moves using 4-minute bars. So here are the two bar counts. We'd be going 60 bars on the first and 30 bars on the second. So from that low, projecting both out, we come to this bar here, which is a bar off the high, and this bar here, which is 2 bars off the low. If you do various comparisons, you'll find that the ascendant generally works better. So there's another way that you can do this. You can also run an ephemeris file to get the ascendant, and I'm going to show that here. In this particular software, under the techniques, it has an ephemeris tool. So it will allow you to set this table up however you want to get the ascendant. I'm going to set it up and off to the side, and then I'll bring it back in. So now I've set up the tool to do 500 4-minute bars. I've set it up for New York near Wall Street. I'm using the geocentric zodiac, and I'm using the transiting ascendant only, not any natal, the transit ascendant. And the output right now, I'm getting this in degrees and minutes per sign. As you can see over here, we're starting at 12 a.m. and then we're going to 9:51 from 8:59, then 10:42, and so on. You can change the output. So maybe I want to look at degrees and minutes. It'll just jump to that. It'll show you how many degrees and minutes on a 360 degree period, which is roughly a day. And then you can also get any of these other configurations that you want for an output. You can use decimals, 2 or 4 places. This is a 4-place decimal. You can take this down to a very granular level if you want. But anyhow, this is simple to do. A lot of this you can find ephemeris tools online that'll do this for you. Then if you want, you can click on the Excel symbol up here and save that as a CSV file and do your measurements in Excel, or create a little Excel calculator to do that for you.